Hi everyone, hope you all are doing really great. And this is my new video on BDD cucumber interview questions. So I know this is pretty easy topic, but there are some questions which is related to BDD, and I've got a 5 slides video, and I think this is also cover a lot of basics and a lot of complicated questions which is being asked for the BDD cucumber interview questions. So if you're preparing for interview, I think these are the slides which is really helpful in terms of answering all your BDD cucumber related interview questions. So let's quickly. So what is language used in a cucumber? So Gherkin is the language that is used in the cucumber tool. It is a simple English representations of the application behavior. Gherkin language use several keywords to describe the behavior of an application, such as feature, scenario outline, given, when, then, etc. So what it meant by feature file? The feature file must provide a high level descriptions of an application and test. So when these are the questions is being asked, like when you're having on-site or any kind of interview. So these are the questions is being asked. The first line of the feature line must start with the keyword feature. Like if they ask you to write the feature file, how are you gonna write it? So first line should be feature, following by the descriptions of the application under test. A feature file may include multiple scenarios within the same file. A feature file has an extensions .feature. So what is the various keyword that are used in the cucumber for writing scenarios? Given, when, then, and end. So what is the purpose of scenario outline in cucumber? So this is the basic question which is being asked. So scenario outline is a way of parameterizations of the scenarios. So these are some of the standard definitions, so you have to use those words. Okay, this is really used when the same scenario needs to be executed for the multiple set of data. However, the test steps remains the same. Scenario outline must be followed by the keyword examples, which is the set of values for each parameter. So what programming language is used by Cucumber? Cucumber tool provides support for multiple programming languages such as Java, .NET, Ruby, etc. It can also be integrated with multiple tools, Selenium, Copybara, etc. What is the purpose of the step definitions in Cucumber? So step definition files is used to segregate the feature files from the underlying code. Each steps of the feature file can be mapped to the corresponding method in the step definition file. So while feature file are written in an easily understandable language like Gherkin, step definitions file are written in a programming language such as Java, .NET, Ruby, etc. So what is the major advantage of Cucumber framework? So that is the main question. Okay, so given below the advantages. Okay, so Cucumber is an open source tool. Plain text representations make it easier for non-technical users to understand the scenarios. It bridges the communication gap between various project stakeholders such as business, analysts, developers, quality analysts, like that. So automated test case developed using Cucumber tool are easier to maintain and understand as well, easier to integrate with other tools such as Selenium. So provide an example of the feature file using Cucumber framework. So for example, here it is the example that how you're going to write the feature, the scenario, log into the application. This is how you're going to write it. Okay, so provide the example of scenario outline, how you're going to write it. Just try seeing your code, how you're going to write it. So you have to start the keyword with the scenario outline here. So you can have the upload file, and you can also have the example table wherein you have to pass the data. Okay. So what is the purpose of behavior driven BDD methodology in the real world? So BDD methodology to understand the functionality of an application is simple plain text representations. The main aim of BDD framework is to make sure the project roles such as BAs, developers, support teams understand the applications without diving into the technical aspect of it. So yeah, so what is the limit for the maximum number of scenarios that can be included in a feature file? So the maximum contain 10 scenarios. So that is also the question, like 10. Okay, 10, but the number can vary from the project to project, but from the one organization to another, but it's generally advisable that the limit should be 10. That is how you should give the answer. So what is background keyword in Cucumber? So background keyword is used to group multiple given statement in a single group. So this is generally used when the same set of given statement are repeated in each scenarios of the feature file. So you can also give an example. For example, login. Every time you have to log in for the particular scenarios to get executed. So you can put it into the background keyword. So when you put your login thing into the background keyword, okay, and then that can be done. Okay, every time you will be navigated to the home page of a particular application, so you can put it into the background keyword, so you don't have to execute every time, right? So yeah, what is the purpose of example keywords in okay, first, what is the symbol used for parameterization in Cucumber? You can use pipe symbol as well. So this is how you can use it. Okay, we can have a code as well. I can tell you in the code when we are going for the Selenium coding series. So that is also going on, guys. If you're watching this video for the very first time, go ahead into my channel. There's a Selenium coding series wherein very important coding questions is being covered. How to code it, what to write in a code in the form of BDD. Everything has been provided in that video. Please, I request you to watch that one. I think that is, I've put in really hard work on that videos, the creation of that videos, creating a framework for the scratch, everything for you guys. Just go and check it out. I think that is really helpful for you. So yeah. So what is the purpose of example keyword in Cucumber? So example keyword, okay. Example keyword is used to specify values for each parameter used in scenario. Scenario outline keyword must always be followed by the keyword examples. What is the file extension for the feature file? It's .feature. So provide an example of a step definition file. So how you're gonna write the step definition? So I think this is how you should write the step definition. You can see it, you can take a snap of it, and by practicing writing it. What is the purpose of the Cucumber option tag? Okay, this is the important thing. So what is used by Cucumber option tag is used to provide a link between the feature file and step definition file. Okay, each step of the feature file is mapped to the corresponding method on the step definition file. So you will be using Cucumber option features wherein you can map the feature with by using glue. You can map. Okay, this, when people ask you what are there in your test runner file, so the Cucumber option is here. There, how you gonna map your step definition? You will be using Cucumber option. Under that, you will be using a glue keyword. How can Cucumber be integrated with the Selenium WebDriver? So these are the jar files that when you really worked on, so you can put it like Cucumber core, Cucumber Java, Cucumber TestNG, JVM or Gherkin. These are the jars you needed. When is Cucumber used in real time? Cucumber tool is generally used in real time to write the acceptance test for an application. It is generally used by non-technical people such as BAs, POs, functional testers. Provide an example of background keyword in Cucumber. So it is a precondition steps in the feature file. Background given the user in an application login page. So what is the behavioral driven development in agile methodology? So advantages or use. So are best realized when non-technical users such as BAs uses BDD to draft a requirement and provide the same to the developers for the implementations. So in agile methodology, user story can be written in the format of feature files, and the same can be taken up for the implementations by the developers. Okay. Explain the purpose of all these keywords. Okay. Given queuing use hota hai, why it is used to specify the preconditions of the scenarios. When keyword is used to specify the operations to be performed. Then keyword is used to specify the expected result of a performed action. So and this is how you have to by heart everything. Okay. Then when you have to combine one or more sentence together, then you'll use a single statement called add. So what is the name of the plugin that is used to integrate Eclipse with Cucumber? The Cucumber natural plugin is used to integrate. Okay. So what is the meaning of test runner class in Cucumber? So test runner class is used to provide the link between feature file and the step definition file. The next questions provide a sample representation of how the test look like. So this is how your test runner look like. So that I've told you, right? Many people have asked me, so what all has to be used? So you have to use test keyword, Cucumber option tag. You will be using under that we have already, we'll be it's mapping features with the step definitions. Then you also have a monochrome. You can also use how you want your plugin, like pretty keyword is also being used in terms of your report. So you will be generating a Cucumber report, right? So this is how you will be using. You'll be using pretty keyword, you'll be using plugin, and that's how it looks like. What is the starting point of the execution for the feature file? When indicated with Selenium, the starting point of the execution must be from the test runner class. Should any code be written within the test runner class? No code should be written in the test class. It should include only Cucumber option tag is very important. So that is what they wanted to hear. What is the feature? What is the use of feature property under Cucumber option tag? So feature property is used to let the Cucumber framework identify the location of the feature file. What is the glue property under the Cucumber tag? Glue property is used to let the identify the location of step definition file. Okay. How to execute a Cucumber feature file? Command line se kaise karoge, right? So that is what you have to say. Ambient test -g Cucumber dot option, and then you can put your code test case name. How you take the screenshots or failed screenshots in Cucumber? So you will be using take a screenshot, like generally we'll be using a take screenshot, right? So screenshot ka code, like this is how you can, like you wanted to have like after everything failed. So if scenario dot is a failed method, you will be having a scenario, you can create a constructor for scenario, and then you can create an object of a scenario type, and then see like scenario, whatever your scenario, if it is failed method is being used, and then your screenshots method is used, wherein you'll use takes a screenshots interface, and from that you'll be using a get a screenshot method for the screenshots. So I think that's all from my end, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and yeah, I think thank you so much. I feel really grateful that you guys are supporting me, and there are lot more videos are coming up, so stay tuned for that, and all the best, guys. Thank you.